Greetings, brethren, and welcome back to my Road to 1500 ELO series on chess.com. This is episode 20. We have 13 wins, 1 draw, and 5 losses so far, so doing pretty good. We started at about 1200, and now we are at 1327 for today's game. So we'll get right into it. We'll do a 10-minute rapid game rated on chess.com, then we'll do a game review afterwards to see what I did well, what I did poorly, and most importantly, what I can improve on. And maybe you'll learn something as well. We'll start our game right here. If you see a move that I missed or something that you would have found, let me know in the comments. And yeah, every comment helps. Helps me learn, helps me grow. That didn't work for some reason. It's not loading. All right. Yeah. So, I'll talk through my moves as we play them, and then we'll do a little game review afterwards. It's also good for me to record these so I can see my reasoning as I make my chess moves and see what I'm thinking and how I can improve those thoughts. Alright. So yeah, we got some standard stuff right here. We'll bring out my knight. Totally fine. No opening theory in this one. We're just going to try to play solid moves. We can try to do something right here, maybe damage the structure. He might bring his pawn forward, I'm not sure. We'll bring our knight out. Sometimes I like to go here. He's just going to go right there. We'll go here. We can bring out our bishop. It is ready for development. Okay. He wants to get his knight in there. That's fine. Not really anything he can do. It's threatening this bishop. I don't really want him to win that bishop, so we'll go here. Of course, this pawn take is going to attack this knight, but we can go back here and just threaten the pawn, I'm pretty sure. Not too cramped. We can go out here. We can always retreat. Maybe, yeah, he's going to push. Okay, that's fine. Shouldn't be anything too crazy. Try to open up. Still definitely castle that side. Yeah, probably try to open up here because I want my bishop to be able to escape. So we'll go here. Okay, so he's just very aggressive with it. I'm going to win this pawn, so I might as well do that. My bishop can't escape. Okay, we'll go there. He's moving very quickly. He's not thinking about his moves all that much. Probably want to castle my king sooner rather than later. This is hanging. He defends it. Little tactical defense there. You can give it check. Not really, though, because the rook is covering there. His king is very weak now. I should probably try to see if I can take advantage of this in any way. Even just threatening this. Because now I can try to get into this square. We're up a pawn. We can try to do it again. I have to be careful about my knight and my uncastled king. But this seems fine to me. This also prepares me for castling. Okay, he's going to go there. We can give it... No, we can't give this check right yet. Can't quite win the bishop. Because, like, let's say I went here, take back, and this check. Ooh. I feel like that's not a horrible move, though. Give me a second here. Takes here. Takes. Gives this check. He has to move his king somewhere. I don't really have a follow-up after that. So maybe it's best to prioritize some development instead. Because, yeah, this, check. If he goes here, I don't really have anything. So, no need to do any of that right now. So, we'll go here. These pieces are playing defense, so that's good. I have this check now. Might not be awful to do it. I don't want to get my queen trapped, but it's not really trapped. We'll go here. He's got to move it. At least he can't castle anymore. So that's something. Don't really need to get my queen trapped or anything, but... yeah. Threaten mate, I guess. We can do that. Might as well just continue to put pressure. This is a very atypical kind of game. So this threatens mate. And he can't even defend it like this. Okay, and he just misses it. This was... Yeah, alright. Might be the most strange 1350-ish rated game ever played. But there it is. A nice quick one. And we can look at the game review over here. So let's click this game review button, and we go to our stats. They're loading. We'll see our accuracy. I'm sure I might have missed something. 91% nice accuracy. You know what? I will take that. Let's totally review. Fine. It's a lot harder with strange openings to do well, so I'm happy that I did. 2100 accuracy. There wasn't that many moves played, so it's totally fine. I'm surprised like he didn't get any blunders. That's very strange. Considering he hung mate in one. So let's do a little review here.
First, this is a classic solid choice. Respect.
Oh, we got Gotham Chess helping us up. And I also forgot to fix the voice line section here. There you go, Gotham. We'll turn this off for now because this was just kind of typical opening development here. Just kind of solid from both sides. I guess Fianchettoing was strange, especially because he pushed so much on this side. He left his king so open after doing all of this development. Yeah, this was very aggressive. It's not losing or anything. It's still, 0.7. But after this trade and I come back, his pawns doubled, so not very good. Yeah, I like Gotham Chess there. Opponent's dancing with the same piece again. Inefficient, but what do I know? So in the opening, you don't want to move the same piece more than once in a row unless you have a really good reason. And yeah, this one wasn't very good. Because even after this trade, it's just a doubled pawn. I have to move this knight, but it doesn't really... It's not like my bishop was hanging or anything. Like, if this bishop was hanging here, that's a much bigger deal. But that just didn't happen, so... we'll put Gotham Chess on. We'll let him speak.
Opponent's dancing with the same piece again. Inefficient, but what do I know?
Yeah, for those of you who didn't know, you can actually make different players your coaches. I can make Magnus Carlsen or Hikaru Nakamura as well. We have Gotham Chess here, and yeah, he'll just narrate our game review for us, so that's nice.
You traded pieces. Equal value, no funny business.
Yeah, just standard trading because, this is what I calculated.
They snapped it back, easy peasy.
Of course, and we bring our knight back.
You had to move your knight to safety. Good move.
Good. I thought it was the best move. It's a little cramping, but like we can still develop our bishop if we want to, so it's not the end of the world.
Yikes. The pawn push made their king weaker. Not good.
Yeah, so it doesn't like this. Especially because now they block their own bishop. They just kind of went all in on the pushing against my bishop as I retreated it, but usually not a good idea to just kind of push pieces back, especially in front of your king. So, at the lack of development from other pieces too.
You backed away from that threat faster than I run from vegetables.
That's a funny line. I wonder who writes these. It's pretty funny.
Their better move was to defend a pawn that was under attack.
Yeah.
You are now able to force the loss of castling rights.
So I guess even right away, this check is already pretty dangerous because they can't do anything about it. I didn't see that right away. Because yeah, this immediately, they have to go here or here. So, and it's a check, so then I can even move my bishop after that. I didn't want to do anything too crazy in the opening, though. I was just like, okay, well, we can just retreat our bishop, so that's what we did.
You moved your bishop to safety. Good move.
Yeah, I thought that was the best move. Okay.
Your opponent just defended their pawn, which was under attack. You closed the door on your knight and weakened your king. Gotta be careful.
Yeah. Weakened my king. I didn't feel like this was that big of a deal at all. It wanted me to just give this check right away. I wanted to save my bishop because, like, let's say he pushes this. Now my bishop's just toast, right? So it's either this move or this move for sure. And I guess it wanted this one so that, he's got a nice scope over here. But it worked out.
You get a chance to capture a pawn and win material after the follow-up trades. You bagged that pawn, and after the trades, material is yours for the taking. Your opponent is kicking your bishop with a pawn. Gotta move it or lose it. Smart move. Get that piece out of there.
Yeah. So definitely the takeaway from this is, don't develop stuff on your king side, because I didn't even see these checks right away, because I was too focused on just playing solid in the beginning, not trying to push anything too much. But even just trying to play solid, we still held a steady advantage, so I don't feel too bad about that.
Your opponent just swapped pieces, a trade of equals. What's next? Snap back like a rubber band. Recaptured the piece. They missed a better way to defend a pawn that was under attack.
Yeah, so this was the move to, this isn't that bad, because it defends this pawn that's under attack, but also it blocks this bishop from anything over here. I think this is where I gave the check.
Get that queen off the bench and into the game. Excellent.
Nope, not quite. Because I think I just added extra pressure onto this pawn. Because I'm like, hey, why not?
You get a chance to force the loss of castling rights.
And how would it want me to do this? Did I make the move?
You just castled
Nope.
queenside, activating your rook and bringing it closer to the center.
Okay, what did it want me to do?
This forces them into
Just
having
the
to lose
check.
castling rights.
Okay, sorry to interrupt, Gotham. I got to work on that. But yeah, so it thought this move was really strong the whole time, and I didn't see it until later. But yeah, something to look out for is just on this edge over here. So
You just castled queenside, activating your rook and bringing it closer to the center. Solid move, nothing crazy.
yeah, to just discovered attack on that, but then that's when I decided to give the check.
Removing that defender puts the pawn in danger. With the right moves, you can win it.
It wanted me to just give this knight up immediately. Why is that? I want to see why.
Boom! White is gonna snag a pawn. What a steal.
Oh, this is crazy actually. Just because if they take, I get this bishop with check. And then like let's say they go back to defend. So sorry, here check. They probably go back. Then I can give another check over here, and then just kind of dance around to get a pawn or something. Like go back here, and then if we trade, then it's like this. So yeah, yeah. I definitely played in a solid way though. That's the best move. But when you're up this much in an advantage, it's not that big of a deal.
Solid move, nothing crazy. Removing that defender puts the pawn in danger. With the right moves, you can win it. They missed a better way to evade the check from the opposing queen.
Want him to come forward. That's a difficult move to see. But yeah, his kings, you can see these guys. They're all just camping over here. Like nothing is happening. This bishop can move out, but this knight, like they're just not doing anything. And then when I bring my bishop out over here, like this.
You're threatening to checkmate the king.
Yeah, it's free development because like I go here and then they have to do something to try and defend it, right?
You are now able to checkmate the king.
Yeah, so it thought it was so bad, like this. It thought it was just a mistake to give up checkmate in one. So, what was their defensive move to make here?
That defends the pawn, nice.
Their defensive move was just to trade, just block this and try to make a trade. But then, of course, at this point, we're already up. I guess we're only up a pawn. Well, we'll be up two with pressure on this file. But yeah, just a solid game, I guess.
That's checkmate. Bro thinks he's Hikaru.
Bro thinks he's a Hikaru. No, that was a pretty simple one. That was pretty simple. All right, so there we go. Yeah, we can move back over here to our title and change this to 14-1. 14-1-5. So that's pretty good. I doubt that the next game will be quite as easy, but yeah, we'll just have to see. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Godspeed, brother.